Good evening, my name is Nicholas John Kandaris, and this is my first speech for the public speaking course. What we're going to go over tonight are some things about me, including my ethnic background, places I've lived, jobs I've had, hobbies of mine, and where I intend to go with the degree from here. Ethnically, my last name Kandaris is Greek, which comes from my dad's side, and my mom's side is actually German and Polish. Traditionally, where I'm from is Framingham, Massachusetts. Framingham is an area just outside of Boston, and we lived there for about the first 7 years of my life. Following that, I lived about a year in Virginia, in Fairfax Station with my grandparents, until moving to an area on the border of New York and Pennsylvania called Elmira. We lived there for about 15 years, and following that, I did spend some time in the Marines, doing some training in California and the edge of South Carolina, till officially retiring down here in the Spartanburg area. Some hobbies of mine include ministry. I do love teaching the word, giving the gospel, but I certainly do love going out and doing missions trips and helping people. Some of the areas I've gone to are far out in California, down to the slums in Skid Row, but also to areas out in Germany and Romania to help the people out there, including a youth camp out there. And I certainly love helping people down here in South Carolina and people up in New York and other areas too. Outside of teaching the word, I do love to go to spend time outdoors. And a big part of me growing up was the Boy Scouts, so I love camping, I love hiking, and I've slept outside in more areas and probably more nights outside than I have inside of my own bed, but I just love it. And it's great and amazing, the amazing things you can see outside. Outside of just spending my time in the outdoors, I do love reading, I do love studying, I do love reading traditional books in their original language. Currently, I am reading a book in Latin by Julius Caesar, one of his original books, but I do love learning as much as I can, so I certainly just love reading too. In terms of education, what I'm learning here at SCC is all going to end up going towards law in a paralegal program. At the end of the day, my main goal with work is to be able to practice law and help people using law. And we did miss one slide, which was talking about the jobs that I've had. And I'm not sure where the slide went, but in terms of the jobs that I did have, I do work at a landscaping supply store. That landscaping supply store is a local one over in Inman. Aside from that, I do work at a print shop too, still owned by the same family. And we do provide printing for shirts, hats, and other materials like that. Now, 2 other jobs I've had previously, one of them was at a Boy Scout camp when I was a teenager, and I still help out now and again. That's at Camp Gorton, and that's up in New York, and we teach merit badges, but also great scouting skills. And I've taught lifeguarding up there, I've taught wilderness survival up there, I've taught first aid. Outside of that, I did manage to work at the Marines for about 6 years on contract, and that was an infantry job up in Syracuse, New York, where we did light armor reconnaissance, and anything else involving scouting, infantry, and fun explosions. But that's traditionally what I have done, and with that experience, one of the big things I learned in the military was how much veterans needed to be helped, which is the big goal with the law and what I'm learning here. So thank you for listening. Sorry about the issue in the PowerPoint, but I hope you have a great night, and thank you for listening. Thank you. Bye.